In this video I'll go through my guitar setup using my Positive Grid Spark 40 amp and the guitar tuning that I think is best for learning Rolling Stones songs. As far as I am aware, Keith Richards has used an extensive list of guitars over his decades-long career, but the two brands he has stuck with for the longest are the Gibsons and Fenders. The two main guitars he's often seen playing are Teles and Les Pauls, but the Telecaster seems to be his favourite. Please leave a comment on this video to whoever may be watching and learning to play. Here is my guitar setup. So what I've done on my guitar is I've removed the low E string. I've tuned the second string to G, third string to D, which is already D. So you keep D, G and B, and basically you just the second string and the last string. These days Keith mostly plays Fender amps. He uses three different Fenders, a Fender Twin for live, and a Champ, and a Tweed Havard for studio work. These are all 50s models, making them quite expensive and difficult to come by these days. Here is my amp setup via the Positive Grid Spark app. For effects, Keith Richards has three main pedals. First is his Maestro Fuzz Tone. The Fuzz Tone was actually the first pedal ever made. Keith Richards would go on to popularise it, and he used it on the Rolling Stones song Satisfaction. Next is the MXR Phase 100. The Phase 100 is a fantastic phaser pedal that can span a wide variety of different sounds, from rapid and glitchy to slow and spacey. The Phase 100 can be heard on the song Shattered. Richards also uses the Ibanez TS9 Tube Screamer. The Tube Screamer is a classic distortion pedal used by many famous guitarists. I tweaked my Tube Screamer on the Spark app and also added some reverb, which I am sure Richards is using. Here are my settings. On a tube amp, you would want to turn the gain up just past where it starts to break up. Your goal with both a solid state and a tube amp is to get an overdriven sound, but not a distorted sound. This means that you would want to set up your amp the same or similar settings. The three most important things to keep in mind are low gain, high treble and a touch of reverb. With just these three key points, you should actually be able to get fairly close to Keith Richards' sound.